Let's go, guys. We are still two guys here in Itaem making content. Right now there is not much going on. Today I feel really tired, but we don't care. We just film. We said to each other one daily vlog. We go tomorrow. We go to Sao Paulo. Then we talk to nice people, talk to nice girls, to nice guys. We will see the vlog. It will be cool. Right now we chill out. He does his thing.
See in one day, you never need a poster.
He wants
challenge.
This guy.
The challenge 100 girls in one day.
He wants to ask out 100 girls in one day in Avenida Paulista.
Avenida Paulista, if you're watching this, yeah, pick-up artists and all that kind of stuff, or guys, straight guys, the #1 place in all the world to pick up women, to meet women, is Avenida Paulista.
And I will link up the video which he did in Paraguay, you know, Asunción. Your most viewed video, right? 20k views was your most viewed video.
Yeah, it's like
20k views.
40,000.
But we have to get you a haircut tomorrow. This guy, I have to get him a haircut, man.
Yeah. It's kind of like,
Because
I like it.
we dress nice, we get a haircut, and then we do the shit.
Yeah. So we're just finishing it. 2 months here, surfing, guitar.
He's training like a madman.
Yeah, it's look at that.
Look at him, man.
300.
Look at him, guys.
300 pull-ups a day. Like up with the pull-ups there, clean the floor. Like 300 pull-ups a day. Yeah, really. I've never been so toned and ripped in all my life. It's like
strong guy, man.
But yeah, surfing, guitar. We have a guitar behind us. We're going to sit down,
Get some apps.
and talk.
Brazil is here.
So yeah, I had the most perfect time here in Itaem because it's everything I ever wanted: guitar, surfing, rock band, and beautiful people in the city centre. Also, beautiful women in the city centre. Beautiful women in the city centre that I've been really rainy. And New Year's Eve was crazy meeting women. It's just
But
people.
I didn't saw them, to be honest. Like.
Yeah, he came in the worst time when it was really rainy. And today was the first sunny day, and so everyone was like, New Year's Eve was amazing meeting people. Like you meet beautiful people, and you just talk to them for ages, and swim in the sea, watch the fireworks, and that's how everyone should experience New Year's Eve. You know, the Brazilians have it real. They have the real life, real nature, real life. Surfing, guitar, you know, third place, playing band here, and the world's most perfect parties here also. So we're going to play guitar, this is what I used to do. She'll play guitar there. We've got Shaq, my bodyguard.
The bodyguard.
Yeah, the bodyguard. Yes,
It's good for the back.
Yeah, that's better because you don't swing on that, so it's
Exactly. You have no motion.
yeah, it's a bit of abs. And we've got a surf shop here. Meet beautiful people from all over the world. Because we'll sit and talk. Should we talk about your first experience?
Pay attention, man.
My heart.
This guy, man.
My heart stopped there.
Shit.
I skipped a beat then. I've learned how to play Oasis since 3 months I've been here. So we play guitar and Avenida Paulista and get all the women. No, we will, seriously.
Get the head.
That's the thing about Brazil. Brazil is like crazy about, you know, like rock music and geeky stuff.
I
Like,
was.
In Europe, you can't like go on the street and you can't talk to any girl about, you know, comic books or, you know, guitar or rock music. But in Avenida Paulista, you can stop and talk to a woman, and like 20 minutes will go by.
And they have actually time to do that.
Yeah, and they look in your eyes. No, but like one thing, they're really big on touch as well. Like I remember one Brazilian girl, you know, they're not usually covered in tattoos. And they're like,
That's
oh,
a huge
tattoos.
thing.
And they're like, look at this, and I touched her ankle, you know, and picked her up and stuff like that, you know. And I was like, they really like it when you get physical. But I was thinking, am I crazy for touching her right now? You know, should I touch her? But they show signals that you want to touch her, so you break that barrier. But a lot of them also at the same time are just really nice naturally, just as a Brazilian.
But they are
So, you know,
like touchy from. It's just how they interact as like the Italians, they talk with their hands and stuff.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And Avenida Paulista has a lot of Italians, and Italians, you with your Italian mix will love them because they're very like much more 10 times nicer. Like you meet a woman in the other show, I meet an Italian Brazilian in the mall, and we were talking for like 20 minutes about art, culture, and history. I mean, talk about movies.
You've been in Sao Paulo into Galeria del Rock.
No, no.
There is like a real big shopping center and there's like a gallery of rock just like just rock, hip hop,
Yeah.
R&B and stuff. I bought myself an Eminem T-shirt,
Yeah.
a big Eminem T-shirt.
We'll have to go there then. But yeah.
But you cannot catch content there. I will try to make content. They didn't let me. They have like their guards and stuff.
Yeah, that's like Mexico. Mexico was really paranoid. Like I tried to film in Mexico in shopping malls, but they hate gringos like in Mexico, you know, especially filming. But I didn't know I would need a place like that. But Rio de Janeiro sometimes like that. Leblon. Like in Leblon, they had a time when I would see a beautiful woman in Leblon, like a beautiful blonde woman. If I finally a blonde, you know, someone my type, going European, she was gorgeous, and I would stop and talk to her, and the security guards would like be machine guns behind me as I'm talking to her, and I'm like, and she feels nervous because she's obviously have a security guard over her shoulder, and he's like watching me, and I'm like, dude, can you go away while I'm talking to her? You know, because you're making us all uncomfortable. So yeah, it's really made everyone uncomfortable. But yeah, that's what Rio de Janeiro is like. It's like constant wars and everyone's constantly paranoid and but Avenida Paulista is, the people are so much more nicer. You can stop and talk to them about anything. Like the Italian girl I was talking about, I should have told, but I'm still in my own head. I'm still thinking maybe she's been too nice, but I need to push myself and take it a step further to like kiss her on the cheek or, you know, kiss her neck or something, or, you know, do that with her. Cause, no, but I think they want that. I think they kind of want. I know you think that.
It's a grey area. You have to pay
Yeah. It's like, am I pushing
just
the boundaries here?
But the one thing that I can say, balls or no balls, stupid actions will lead to stupid.
Yeah. No, but the ones that I have pushed the boundaries with, I mean, the one or two that I have had Lewis, they've been like messaging me and back and forth because they think
there are tons of signal.
Yeah.
That should make you notice that you can do it.
I'm a bit too slow. I'm the kind of guy where I go to sleep and I watch the video and I thought, oh, that was a signal. I wish I did something. You know, because they also want to know if you're masculine enough to, you know, take the initiative. But you also have to be careful because the security guards everywhere watching everything, and you don't want to. But I think I'm learning my way. You know. But like the one in Curitiba that I pushed the boundaries with, I touched her and I did this and she was shy at first, but then she messaged me. She's messaging me now. She's saying, come back to Curitiba. Because you give her that feel. It's how you make them feel. You know what I mean? You make them feel like. But yeah, but they are conservative at the same time. But you've got to. It's really hard to explain. It's like a constant balance. Like you're juggling. Like It's like yeah. It's like you have to read their mind at the same time. Because Brazilian guys are used to being touchy and grabby, and you know, it's kind of like, if this guy isn't touching me, is this guy gay? Why is he not touching me? What? But also, yeah, it's a grey area. It's very dangerous. Well, not dangerous, but like, you just constantly think, should I do something or should I not? So how's your first experience? Probably the worst.
No, I had a really great experience. I came to Rio first, and I was right in a party also with a lot of gringos. We made a lot of party. I got to know a lot of women.
Yeah.
We danced.
You told me about that one that you saw, and you were like, she just looked at you. You went up and kissed her.
Yeah, it was carnival, and that's actually a normal thing there.
Yeah.
Like the kissing and stuff. It's part of their culture.
Yeah.
And I was going into this big bar in Lapa. I sat down with like one, I don't know even if there were my friends there or not, but I sat down, I made like eye contact to a girl. She made eye contact and we clicked, you know the energies and stuff when you click. So I walked over, I talked with her like 20 seconds, she was from France, and then I just straight kissed her and we chilled out a little bit. I got to know her friends. Yeah, it was really nice.
Because you look Brazilian as well, so that might be.
Yeah, but I'm gringo actually.
Yeah. He's got the best side because girls want to escape and go to, you know, get to Miami, Florida, and all that kind of stuff. But they also don't want to stand out with gringos, you know, because the dangers makes them stand out a lot. But the only place that's happened with me where girls looked at me and sort of staring at me, you know, and you know, I think in Fortaleza.
But I think when you're not a stupid gringo, then you can survive, you know?
Yeah.
And I think there is a huge difference between one gringo and if you are 10 gringos. gringos.
Yeah.
For example, where in the hostel that I was in Lopo, the party district, you know, Lopo, Centro, it's more dangerous, you know.
Yeah,
you have to
it's
pay
a
more
toilet to
attention.
me. I don't like it.
It's a toilet.
It stinks.
It can be a shithole.
Yeah.
And there, half of my hostel got robbed, you know. And they were always going out, going on tours, doing stuff. 10 people, 10 gringos.
Yeah.
And when I see, nothing against like color or something, but when I see these 10 white gringos going out there somewhere, I'm thinking like, I'm not gonna with you guys because we're gonna all get robbed, you know?
Stand out. It's like a big siren because it's mostly 99% African. So if you're white, it's like a siren. It's like when I
the people who make the most trouble.
No. When I go downtown, like to Lapa, like where you went, I worked in Santa Teresa. I worked like if you saw my other videos, I worked with the French lady who was bullying me. And I was cleaning every day, but every single day I would go to buy like a buffet food, you know, downtown, because Rio de Janeiro is hell on earth if you are poor, but if you're rich, it's paradise. But yeah, anytime when I go downtown to get this buffet, I would see like a nice African-looking woman, you know, 'cause you can't rarely find any European woman in Lapa or downtown.
The problem is, it's all much more costly, and all the most of the things demand money from you.
Yeah.
And you have higher costs, and it is also more dangerous, so that when you run out of money, when you are, for example, homeless, it's, bro, you don't want to be in Rio, you know, like, being Italian, being this, because here you could go and you could sleep on the beach without having the fear of your life, you know? Whereas in Rio, it would scare the shit out of me.
I was homeless in Rio. You check out my other videos on that. I talked about being homeless in Rio, a guy with a machete. I was camping in a tent. The guy cut open my tent with a machete, and like my face, the blade was like I was sleeping, and I don't know, I heard it and cut open the tent, and it was like this close to my face. I was like, I got out and I just packed up on my tent. It was non-stop, like hard.
Where did you got the tent?
Yeah, I got a tent because I.
Well, where did you buy it?
From like Lojas Americanas, I think it was. I bought a tent.
It's like Decathlon.
Yeah. But anyways, when I was Lapa, I speak to some women and stuff like that. But me standing out, they just looked at me like, no, don't talk to me. They give me like the worst, like, you know, decline, like, because they just don't want to stand out. They're always walking like really fast.
But I think it depends, man. It really depends.
But Barra Tijuca and Leblon, you know, me being white, I really fit in there.
But
like,
you know what I think? I think the perception, what they have of the person is much more important than actually, and looks are really important.
Yeah.
You know?
I think Sao Paulo is much better for me. Sao Paulo, the South, Santa Catarina. Fortaleza is great for everyone. I keep saying that, but you've never been in Europe.
I never was there, but I heard it is dangerous. I don't know.
No. I was there like 3 months. And Paraguay, you saw Paraguay, you want to go to Paraguay now? That's there.
Yeah, because I saw your video, man.
Yeah. Beautiful women. And they're much more open. Like,
good content. We could make good content with those ladies, you know?
Yeah, every single day we're going to be making videos, guys. So yeah, anything you want to see, just leave a comment. Anything you want to all.
And when was the last the last time you worked for money? 2016.
Well, no, I saw videos online, but like you want about like in the business, like in a paycheck.
No, for me, when I look at you, you totally escaped the matrix.
Yes. That was like 2016, I went to the Maldives when I actually got a paycheck, you know, that kind of thing. But now I sell videos online and stuff like that. Yeah, the Maldives, that was a paradise on earth, working in the Maldives. I took a really wide adventure. I want my life to be a big adventure, you know, every single day into the wild. Motorcycle diaries, inspired by that kind of thing. You know, I wanted to be able to retire and look back on my life and just think, yeah, remember that day, remember this day, eat, live each day to the fullest. It may be painful at first, you know, and uncomfortable, but then when you do it, it's kind of like you enjoy the peace much more. And that's where everything comes from. I think that's why Brazilian women, they're not, like in Paraguay, the women, like you can text a woman, like I said, and you can say, oh, come to my hotel room, and they'll be like, yeah, what time? Because they're so bored in Paraguay, there's nothing to do there. But in Brazil, it's the complete opposite. There's so much to do, there's so much adventure, there's healthy food, there's, you know, you've got people invited to barbecue, you can walk on the street and meet your family.
This place where we are right now, here, I think it's boring.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
You know, like,
you haven't met many people you meet.
Like,
once you talk to many people...
Like 3 days here, I don't met.
Yeah.
I didn't spoke
Yeah.
to women, to guys.
You just speak to anyone. That's what I think. Like we walked on the beach today, and you saw them. They came up and talked to me. They were just, that's what I think.
No,
just smile to them and go, oh, to the bay. Just smile.
But I mean,
Yeah, it's not. You're not gonna find. I mean, the holidays. Yeah, you find people from Avenue de Police to come there, but in Tahim itself.
meet guys.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, you just gotta like say to Brazilians. That's the spirit of Brazil. Just going around, smiling at anyone who passes, and just go, oi to the bang, oi to the bang, and they talk to you about anything and everything. And that's when you meet people, and it just gives you in the spirit as well. Have a coffee in the morning, have some yerba mate, and just go, oi to the bang, oh yeah.
Buy some pads, buy some gloves, train a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a montage where we do a video in every city, training. That'll be a good montage. We change the background.
That would be crazy, man.
Kickboxing in every city. Maybe invite some people to spar with us on the streets. Invite some
Brazilians.
Because Brazilians,
they know how to fight.
They fight. One thing you need to know about Brazil, if you get into an argument in Argentina or you snap and you get really angry, they might get scared and back down, especially me, if you look ripped or look tough. But in Brazil, no matter how tough you look, if you say, oh, yeah, someone fights back and gets an argument, they will say, okay, you, me, let's go fight. Like in Fortaleza, I was working out in an outdoor gym, and a guy was really, oh, gringo this, gringo this, but I've not talked to them, but yeah, they gringo this, gringo that, and they, and I was like, oh, you fucking, I got really, just finally snapped because of the heat, and I didn't have my yerba mate then, I was in a really bad mood, and he just looked at me and went, over there, his fat hands. Not in an angry way, but in a kind of respectful way. And I was kind of, I really respect that. It's kind of honourable, to just calmly say, let's go over here and fight. And we ended up becoming friends because we ended up showing each other some martial arts moves. And that's the thing about Brazil. If you show honour and give respect to them, they give respect back to you.
It's really nice people, man. It's really crazy how, from the heart, when you talk to them, they are really kind. They are really lovable people,
and they
look at you and they are so much with so much empathy and kindness. In Europe, you don't see this in Switzerland. You don't see people so genuine.
I think he's not Brazilian yet, but he's going to be Brazilian in like a few weeks because you have the kind of European attitude of being a bit cold and stuff like that. But in Brazil, like they talk to you, they go, oh, to the bay, and they get to know you. The more they get to know you, then they say.
I think it makes me also like.
But the guy loved you. Like the guy, he looked Brazilian. We went to get some food yesterday, and he yesterday we went to get the burger. And the guy was looking and thinking, oh, you look really cool, you look like a gangster, yesterday. And, but I was
I have 0 tattoos, how do you mean?
No, but, hey, I was trying to talk to him and he didn't want anything to do with me because I looked really gringo. But he probably thought you look pretty cool, you're like a cool Brazilian, like a gangster. And, but yeah, once you start talking to them, they ask you where you're from. Next thing you know, they ask for your number, and then they invite you to the barbecue, and then you meet them.
And to be honest, I kind of get. First, everything is new for me, and he says a lot of people tell about Brazil how dangerous it is and stuff. So I was a little bit scared,
Oh, is
outside.
that why you? Oh yeah, is that why you?
I'm a little bit on my guard, but then now I get it because people are really kind. They are interested. They just want to know what are your life, and you are like. When from this, but you're like, do I need to pay attention? So you're on edge. But
I'm the one who made you kind of cold, and I understand that because I shouldn't have said
from
that.
also the experiences that you had, like in Rio and stuff. When I was in Rio, downtown Rio, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, but once you go to Sao Paulo, I was surprised how nice they were. I was so smiley all the time.
That my first trip, I was 2 weeks in Rio. After 2 weeks in Rio, I went to Sao Paulo, 2 weeks to Sao Paulo. Rio, I saw the dangerous shit. I saw downtown Zombieland and stuff, how dangerous it could be. I saw one guy pointed a gun in my direction. Someone almost got killed.
Yeah, one guy pointed a gun at this guy and then pointed a gun at him, and it
not
never
like
happened to me.
At me, but like he put it down and he looked at me and was like, what the fuck, what would happen now,
2 weeks.
But once I came to Sao Paulo, not downtown Sao Paulo, to Vila Madre, nice area, bro, so much safer.
Yeah.
100 times.
I mean, just not just the people were just so nice, like smiling. Like in Brazil, like I would go get a meal every single day in Lapa, like after work, and I'd be like working out to try and make myself in a good mood, and I'd be yerba mate, and I'd be like, oh, muito obrigado, like so nice, and they just look at me like I'm scum. They hate, even Brazilians, if you ask any Sao Paulo person, they'll tell you that cariocas, they hate them. Like the whole of Brazil hates, like people, a lot of people, well not all of them, but a lot of them hate people from Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
But every single, like, I think you can't judge Rio.
Because they are antisocial, they're more of the country.
Yeah, we're the best. We're
It's
the
like
best. You know,
Swiss people is like
They
from
hate Rios.
Zurich. When you are from Zurich, you are also like this.
Yeah.
But you are like,
Yeah.
you're.
But I also play in the tourists as well, because like the tourists attract everyone, and they judge everyone by one bad apple. You know, one bad person spoils it all. But anyways, every single state in Brazil is a completely different country. You know, you can't judge. You can't say Brazil is this, Brazil is that, because each state is like a completely different country. Like we're in Sao Paulo now. This is a completely different world from Rio de Janeiro. Santa Catarina is a completely different world from Sao Paulo. It's all different. That's what I love about
So
Brazil.
big, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, you have the whole world in Brazil.
And guys, he always comes to me like when we do content together, and he was like, "Oh, film this, film this, film this," and I was like, "No, this will be shit content." And I'm always overthinking, and he just wanna film, he just wanna make content, and that I find crazy. Man, I wouldn't do content like this, but it forces me out of my comfort zone. It's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't give a fuck how the content will be and what people think. That's the first key the first key of freedom is this: to not, to not care.
Yeah, and just get out your limitations every single day and push yourself. Look at this guy, he's ripped. You look like Muhammad Ali. You got that build, that tall build. No, you got that like tall build.
Yeah, from AliExpress.
Yeah, I met this. I saw this guy on like YouTube, and like I looked at his videos, and I thought, oh, this guy, yeah, he's not that good looking. But then he comes in real life, and he looks like a real stud. He's like 6 foot tall. He's like tall, tanned, and ripped. And I'm like, I'm gonna look like a
No.
this guy.
And you know what he said to me? He said to me, you were scared that I get robbed in the...
Yeah, I was scared. But now, then he came the first day, and I was like, jeez, he's like 6 foot tall. He's ripped.
And then he looked at me, and then, I was so worried that you get robbed, but now I look at you. No, you won't get robbed. Because
Because you're like a Brazilian, and you're 6 foot tall or whatever. We do workout, guitar.
It's a lot of bad.
Is it still recording?
So yeah.
Alright, you get it done. That would have been good with all the volunteers if they wanted to join in.
I stop.
Yeah, we can do it live.